In this video, I'm going to show you how to make some chocolate sourdough cupcakes. So keep watching and I'll show you exactly how to do it. The first few steps for this recipe are very simple. You're going to combine the sorghum flour and some freshly milled gluten-free oat flour. You can easily prepare freshly milled oat flour by blending or grinding gluten-free quick cooking or large oats into a blender. And I always recommend to sift your flours, but remember to weigh them first. And then you can add your gluten-free brown rice starter, ideally one that's been fed and is active, and some homemade hemp milk. I did try this recipe with coconut, like full fat, organic coconut milk, but I felt like it created a denser cupcake, so I don't know, for some reason I always love using hemp milk in baked goods. And make sure to mix well so there's no dry ingredients left in the bottom of the bowl. With the help of a soft spatula, you can clean the sides of your bowl. And then just a simple plate will do for a cover, as we need to let the mixture rest or rise for a few hours. I prefer and recommend 2 hours, but if you like things more sour, you could easily go up to 5 hours. And the longer you wait, you can expect to see some bubbles on the side and the mixture will be light and airy, like this. Before you continue, now is a great time to preheat your oven. Alright, so let's combine the rest of the ingredients. This is probably my favorite ingredient, but in this recipe, try to use the best dark chocolate possible. It will make a huge difference in the recipe. This is the brand that I use to make these cupcakes. Add the boiling water to the chocolate. You can use a spoon or a chopstick and mix until everything is perfectly melted. I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about this ingredient, which are potato flakes. I decided to use them because it created a lighter texture, especially for a cupcake that does not have dairy, eggs, or wheat. Could you use fresh mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes as a substitute? I think you could, but just keep in mind that it could create a denser texture. Add some pure vanilla extract. I tried adding molasses while testing this recipe, but I did not include it in the final version. A little fine sea salt, a good quality organic raw cacao powder, some coconut palm sugar, a combination of gluten-free baking powder and baking soda, and I did add some coconut oil in the final recipe. Feel free to mix the chocolate mixture by hand or with a hand mixer. I know my son had a fun time trying while testing this batch. Next step is as simple as combining the chocolate mixture to the sourdough mixture. And don't forget to scrape the bowl because you don't want to waste any chocolate. Then fold in or gently mix both together until everything is well combined, but try not to overmix. You can line your cupcake pan with paper liners if you wish, but my preferred method was to grease each cavity with some coconut oil and then add a generous dusting of cacao powder. With a spoon or a scoop, divide the batter between the 12 cupcake cavities. And in case you're wondering, you can definitely bake the batter into 2 8-inch cakes, but I suggest greasing the pans with coconut oil and lining them with parchment paper. But note that the baking times might need to be increased by 5 to 10 minutes. And the cupcakes on average bake for 22 to 25 minutes. And if you're anything like my youngest son and I, we love to watch them bake. You'll know that they're ready when each top springs back when gently pressed. Let them cool in a pan for 5 to 10 minutes and then finish cooling them on a wire rack. I tested using paper liners a few times, but definitely just greasing your cavities with coconut oil and then a generous dusting of cacao powder made removing each cupcake so much easier. Now the fun part. Once the cupcakes are cooled, you can decorate them however you wish. I'll make sure to include some links to other recipes for some Fresh is Real approved icing recipes, but a simple drizzle of maple cream is awesome. And you know what? I actually just enjoyed a dusting of organic powdered sugar, but however you want to do it, have fun, and you know what? Make it and design it for whatever works for you or your family or your food sensitivities and allergies, and enjoy. These chocolate sourdough cupcakes are really good and best enjoyed when fresh. And be excited because the maple cream recipe will be the next on Fresh is Real. If you like videos like this one, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.